This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's American Heart Month, and we have some tips that could save someone's life next. Hello friends, I'm Ken Carr, and I'm happy you can be with us. Let's get to today's local information. It's February, and that means Valentine's Day, and yay, hearts and flowers and chocolates, that's all wonderful and great, but make sure you take some time this month to make sure that you love and care for yourself. Here's Lisa Sugar with today's news feature with the Lehigh Valley Health Network.
The month of February is Heart Month, and we thought we'd bring you some very important information that literally could save your life. I'm pleased to welcome today Barbara Hunsinger. She's a registered nurse, but she is the Director of Non-Invasive Cardiac Services at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Barbara, I know you have some very important information for us. February is Heart Month, but we want to keep this information on hand all year round, right?
Absolutely. We want to tell you a little bit why American Heart Month is so important. One of the reasons are, I have a few, so I'll go over them very briefly with you. It reminds us to take good care of our heart. American Heart Month motivates us to examine our own health habits and risks, and we want to take steps to improve our heart health. What else? It also promotes education about heart health. Knowing our risk factors of heart disease, how can we reduce them? How can we help people lead healthier lives and diminish the risk, like for heart attacks and other cardiovascular disease like strokes? And thirdly, it also raises awareness of heart disease. As the #1 killer of Americans, heart disease is slow-moving. It's a slow-moving epidemic that affects almost everyone.
Now, we hear about heart attack and we hear about stroke, and there is a difference between the two, correct?
Absolutely, Lisa. So when we're talking about heart disease and heart attacks, we know that a heart attack occurs when one or more of your arteries that supply blood to your heart muscle are blocked. So what are some of the signs and symptoms of a heart attack? You can have an unusual chest pressure, a pain, or a burning that can spread to your left or your right arm. It can spread to your neck, your back, your jaw. Usually some people will say they are sweaty, they're nauseated, they're dizzy, they develop some shortness of breath. So these are the common symptoms that we see in anyone for a heart attack. When we're talking about stroke, I often tell everyone, just remember, some simple facts. Usually you'll see facial drooping. You can have someone who is unable to speak to you, or they can speak, but they're not answering appropriately. They can have weakness in one or more of their limbs. They could be disoriented to day and to time. So if you see any of these symptoms that you could suspect that they are having a stroke, and what we need to tell you is you need to call 911 immediately. You don't want to waste the time of taking your loved one to a hospital in a car. You want to make sure you call 911. And why? Because you want to make sure that those paramedics are going to get there to your house immediately as soon as possible, and they can start treatment as soon as they get there.
That's a plus, definitely. Now, women heart attack signs can be different. They're like kind of all over the place, right?
Absolutely, they are. And women need to know that sometimes that this is a little bit different in women. Sometimes it is a squeezing or burning. It could be something very mild in your chest. Sometimes women get a lot of dizziness, lightheadedness. They can faint. They can get cold sweats. They actually feel an anxiety or a fatigue and a very much weakness, which is very unexplained on any exertion. So as you can see from the others that I explained, women do present a little differently, and it is sometimes a little bit more subtle.
Now, you have some information that we should, do to stay healthy.
So how do you observe American Heart Month? What are some of the things that we can have you do? I would say take up a hearty, healthy habit. Stay active, eat healthy, watch our weight, are all important parts of maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system. Pick a new habit, like jogging, or maybe something simple like, substitute water for soda and try it and stick to it for the whole month of February. Something simple like that may really help you to decrease your carbs. The other thing is you want to educate yourself. Learn about the risk factors of heart disease. Learn about about your risk factors, the ways you can prevent them, and the lifestyle choices that that can actually help you stay healthy. The last thing that I would say, which is really important, is get your cholesterol checked. If you're worried you might be at risk for heart disease, ask your doctor to perform a simple blood test to let you know if you are at risk and you should make any adjustments in your lifestyle or your diet.
And also, there are some virtual events happening through Lehigh Valley Hospital because of it being Heart Month. They can register for those and they can learn a lot by attending those virtual events.
There's February the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. All of these are online. So if you go on the Lehigh Valley website, you can actually participate online at home on your computer, and you can learn. And there's no better time to learn how to stay heart healthy than February.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
This is my buddy Ashton, all ready for another week of winter in NEPA. Let's see if he needs the earmuffs. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. On Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 33 degrees. Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 19. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 40 degrees. Winds could gust as high as 21 miles per hour. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 27 degrees. Thursday, partly sunny with a high near 38 degrees. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 21 degrees. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 37 degrees. And Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 30 degrees. MMI Prep softball player Kaylee Whitner announced recently where she will continue her academic and athletic careers in college. The MMI senior will attend Washington and Jefferson College. The school competes at the NCAA Division III level. According to MaxPreps.com, at the plate, Whitner has a career average of .394 for the Lady Preppers with 13 runs batted in and a .918 OPS. That's on base percentage plus slugging percentage. In the circle as a pitcher, she has 132 strikeouts and only 28 walks. Coming up, Schuylkill County History takes over the newscast. Next, we have details on the Schuylkill County History Fair. And in sports, it's Super Bowl week, and we stop by the Schuylkill County Historical Society to see their Pottsville Maroons exhibit and learn more about the Maroons' 1925 NFL championship that was taken away.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town.
Winterfest will be held on February 19th through February 21st at Eagle Rock Resort. This year's theme will be Disney. For more information, you can email eaglerockactivities@ddresorts.com. Hope Road from Addiction to Recovery will have a musical performance by John Dillon on Saturday, February 12th at 5 p.m. The event will be held at Hope and Coffee in Tamaqua. For more information, you can visit hopeandcoffee.org.
And that's today's Talk of the Town.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Edward L. Ecker, age 82, of Sugarloaf Township. Memorial service will be on Tuesday at 8 p.m. at the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends make on Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Dolores H. Humneck, age 92, of Hudsondale. Mass will be on Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Church of St. Joseph. Friends make on Wednesday from 10 a.m. at the church. The Friendship Bond Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Christopher Mooney, age 36, of Sugarloaf Township. A memorial service will be on Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Harmon Funeral Home in Rock Glen. Friends make on Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. John Jack Potash, age 84, of New Coxville. Mass will be on Friday at 10 a.m. at St. Peter and Paul Byzantine Catholic Church in Beaver Meadows. Friends make on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonnet Funeral Home. And Linda Sokak of Drum services will be private on the Harmon Funeral Home.
Tonight's obituaries are being brought to you in part by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory, with 2 locations in Rockland and in Drums, 570-384-3312 or 570-788-0977, and go to harmonfuneral.com.